Caitlin Clark finally gets the Nike spotlight she deserves. And Aya Wilson? She's not having it. Caitlin Clark has been everywhere this year. From breaking NCAA records to bringing millions of new fans to the WNBA, there's no denying her impact. But while Clark's influence skyrocketed, many wondered when one of the biggest sports brands in the world would finally give her the recognition she earned. And now, it finally happened. Nike dropped what fans are calling the perfect Caitlin Clark ad. A powerful, cinematic, emotional tribute that not only showcases her game-changing talent, but also her journey, her work ethic, and her magnetic presence on and off the court. The ad begins with a chilling voiceover. They told her she couldn't shoot from there. They said the league wasn't ready. They told her she needed to wait her turn. So she made them watch. Cue dramatic highlight reel. Caitlin draining logo threes, no-look passes, and drawing massive sellout crowds. The visuals are sharp. The music swells. Every frame screams. This is a new era, and Caitlin Clark is the face of it. It's a marketing masterclass. And fans across the internet are calling it the most powerful women's basketball commercial in years. Aya Wilson's explosive reaction. Shortly after the Nike ad hit social media and TV screens, Aya Wilson, two-time WNBA MVP, Olympic gold medalist, and arguably the most dominant player in the league, had something to say. Wilson took to Twitter with a cryptic post that instantly stirred the pot. "It's funny how y'all suddenly care now." And then she added in a follow-up, "Been great. Still great. Just not the golden girl, huh?" Fans immediately knew what she meant. Wilson's frustration didn't come out of nowhere. Despite her incredible accomplishments, leading the Las Vegas Aces to multiple championships, racking up MVPs, and being the best two-way player in the league, she's rarely received the level of mainstream endorsement attention that Clark is now getting, especially from Nike. Let's not forget, Aya Wilson signed with Nike years ago. And while she's had a few campaigns, none reached the emotional depth, investment, or cultural scale that Clark's new ad commands. So when Wilson watched Caitlin get a campaign with elite production value, narrative storytelling, and national exposure, she couldn't help but point out the double standard. Wilson's reaction kicked off a heated debate. Fans, players, and media personalities started weighing in. Why is it that a rookie like Caitlin Clark is getting a bigger ad campaign than a generational talent like Aya Wilson? Is it race? Is it timing? Is it about media buzz? And the uncomfortable truth? It's all of the above. Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA with more hype than any player in modern history. Her Iowa games were appointment viewing. Her jersey sales broke records. She drew comparisons to Steph Curry, and fans were already calling her the savior of the WNBA before she even played a game. Brands, especially ones like Nike, move fast when they smell momentum, and Caitlin Clark had that in spades. But Aya Wilson? She's been dominant for years. Her stats are insane. Her leadership is unmatched. And yet, the WNBA and the companies that endorse it have often overlooked her when it comes to the big campaigns. So Wilson's reaction wasn't just jealousy. It was a legitimate call-out of an unfair media ecosystem. Aya has carried this league for years and never got this kind of spotlight. They ignored her until Caitlin came along. Now they care. It's not Clark's fault. She's the hot story right now. This ad is about momentum, not disrespect. Even some former players stepped in. Clark's response, and staying focused. Through all the noise, Caitlin Clark stayed classy. Reporters asked her during a pre-game shoot-around if she saw Aya Wilson's posts or had thoughts about the ad controversy. Clark didn't take the bait. She smiled and said, "I have so much respect for Aya and everything she's done. I'm just trying to focus on playing my game and being the best I can be for my team." And just like that, she diffused a media wildfire. But even her calm response couldn't stop the internet from dissecting every word. Fans wanted her to acknowledge her privilege. Others felt she shouldn't have to apologize for being successful. It was a no-win situation for Clark, and a reflection of the enormous pressure she's under as the new face of the league. So why did Nike go all in on this Caitlin Clark ad now? The answer is simple. Timing plus impact plus investment. Nike knows the WNBA is growing, but it needs a crossover star to capture new fans. Caitlin Clark brings college audiences, young girls, casual sports fans, and even NBA viewers to the table. It's not that Nike didn't value Aya Wilson. It's that they see Caitlin Clark as the WNBA's version of Tiger Woods or Serena Williams. A magnetic force who can shift culture and sell millions in merch. But that doesn't make it right to leave others behind. Nike is now facing increased pressure to give Aya Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Eriko Gunbowl, and other stars their own perfect campaigns too. Not as an afterthought, but as an acknowledgement of their dominance. Let's talk about how this exploded on social media. On TikTok, creators were making side-by-side comparisons between Clark's Nike ad and Aya Wilson's previous promos. On Twitter, #RespectAya started trending. On YouTube, content creators were breaking down the racial undertones of sports marketing. One viral video stated, "Aya Wilson is the best player in the league, but she had to wait years for what Caitlin Clark got in 6 months. That's the issue." Asterisk. Others were more aggressive. They only care when it's a white girl making headlines. Period. And just like that, what began as a celebration turned into a firestorm. Now the question is, what happens from here? Does Nike respond? Will Aya Wilson get her own mega campaign? Will Clark continue to face backlash for things beyond her control? The league is at a crossroads. Caitlin Clark brings in record-shattering numbers. But if the WNBA wants long-term success, it can't just build around one star. It has to uplift all of its elite talent. Aya Wilson deserves more. So does Kelsey Plum. So does Jackie Young. So do the players who have given everything to the league before it became a media darling. Nike has the power and the responsibility to balance this out. And maybe this controversy is exactly what the league needed to have a real conversation about representation, fairness, and how we tell stories in sports. The Caitlin Clark Nike ad? Yeah, it's fire. It's inspirational. It's a cultural moment. But Aya Wilson's reaction reminds us that not all greatness gets equal attention. That even in a league built on unity and sisterhood, there are fractures. And those fractures come from years of imbalance, neglect, and selective visibility. Caitlin Clark didn't create the problem, but her rise is forcing everyone to look at it more closely. Maybe now, with the world finally watching, we can make sure all the stars of the WNBA get their due. Not just the new ones, not just the marketable ones, but all the ones who made this league what it is today. What do you think? Was Aya Wilson right to call out the double standard? Did Nike go too far? Or did they simply make the right move at the right time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss another of WNBA drama.